right, we're gonna get started. Everybody wants to find a seat.
Play football.
There's a legal pad being passed around. If you are an elector in the town of Bell, write your name on it. That will be our attendance sheet. And we are live and you are all on camera. Behave.
Hi, Mom.
Gonna call the meeting to order at 7:06. The roll call is going around. Again, just a reminder. So I need everybody to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you. So before we get into the rest of it, just as a reminder, everybody that's an elector in the town of Bell can vote at this meeting. This is a meeting of the electors, not the town board. So everything we do here is that requires a vote is for the electors. So the first thing we have to take care of is minutes of the previous annual meeting.
All right, Town of Bell Annual Town Meeting, 7:00 p.m. Tuesday, April 15th, 2025 at the Community Center. The meeting was called to order at 7:12 p.m. Matt Lazar chaired the meeting. The Pledge of Allegiance was said. Approval of minutes of last meeting. Doug Becker made a motion to approve the minutes and Jackie Ide seconded the motion. Unanimous decision approved. Annual Treasurer's Report. Jackie Ide made a motion to approve the report and Eve Erickson seconded the motion. Unanimous decision approved. Selection of Town Attorney. Jackie Ide made a motion to continue using Spears, Carlson, Coleman. Nancy Moy seconded the motion. Unanimous decision approved. Selection of Town Assessor. Jackie Ide made a motion to use North Wisconsin Assessment Service and Doug Becker seconded the motion. Unanimous decision approved. Selection of Bank. Janice Olson made a motion to have Chippewa Valley Bank as a town bank and Gordon Anderson seconded the motion. Unanimous decision approved. Selection of official newspaper. Jackie Ide made a motion to have the Ashland Daily Press as the official newspaper. Judy Becker seconded the motion. Unanimous decision approved. Swearing of town officials. Matt Lazork was sworn in as town chairman. Ken Roman was sworn in as town supervisor. Paul Ellers was sworn in as town supervisor. Janice Olson was sworn in as town treasurer. Mary Beth Tillmans was sworn in as town clerk. Set date for the 2026 annual town meeting, Tuesday, April 21st, 2026. Janice Olson made a motion to approve the date of Tuesday, April 21st, 2026 for the next annual town meeting. Paul Eller seconded the motion. Unanimous decision approved. Town roads presentation. A presentation was given by Matt Hipsher on the town roads. New business. Open period questions, comments. John French, question about maintenance of roads on state property. Person of the Year, Good Citizen Award. The award was given to Jackie Ide for all that she has done for the town. At 7:46, Jackie Ide made a motion to adjourn the meeting, and Bruce Eller seconded the motion. Unanimous decision approved. Respectfully submitted, Mary Beth Tillmans.
Move to approve the minutes. I'll second.
Who seconded? Thank you.
The motion was made and seconded to approve the minutes. Are there any corrections? or additions? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say aye. There's no opposed. The annual treasurer's report. Do we all have that?
It is on the back of your agenda for the annual meeting. We really didn't have, but Janice, you're here, any major amounts or major fluctuations in any of the accounts or balances.
Just cashed that last CD back in February. And that's the only,
After everyone has had a little chance to review, if I could get a motion to approve, or if there's any questions, you can ask them.
I have a question about the marina dredging.
Okay,
Is that a large amount of money of the grant?
no, that's just money that's set aside.
That's our match for the,
Well,
No,
it's money that we have if we need to use for emergency dredging or any dredging.
okay,
where that money comes from at the end of the year, whatever's left in the marina fund, it's rolled over into the dredge fund.
Yeah, so it comes from the marina revenue.
Yes.
okay. Thank you.
Yep. Any other questions? Is there a motion to approve?
I'll make a
So
motion. You make it?
Also move that we approve the financial report for the 2025 tax year.
I'll second.
The motion is made and seconded. Are there any more comments? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say aye. No opposed. Now we need to do the selection of the town attorney. It is currently Spears, Carlson, and Coleman. Is there a motion to approve them again, or a motion for anybody else?
I'll make a motion to retain Spears, Carlson, and Coleman for our town attorney.
I'll second that motion.
Who was that?
I'll second that motion.
Jesse? Okay. The motion is made and seconded. Are there any more comments on that? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say aye. There's no opposed. Selection of the town assessor. North Wisconsin Assessment Service is the current town assessor. And we pretty much need to stick with them, besides them being good, but we couldn't find anybody else anyway.
I'll move that we keep them as our town assessor.
Is there a second?
I'll second that motion.
The motion is made and seconded. Is there any more discussion? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say aye. No opposed. Selection of town bank is currently Chippewa Valley Bank. Is there a motion to stay with Chippewa Valley or discussion on another bank?
I make a motion to approve Chippewa Valley.
Second.
The motion is made and seconded to stay with Chippewa Valley. Is there any more discussion? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say aye. No opposed. Selection of official town newspaper. It's the Ashland Daily Press, and that's our only option. So do we have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve Ashland Daily Press.
I'll second.
The motion is made and seconded. Is there any more discussion? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say aye. Now we need to swear in our new town officers, and that is Gordy and Jesse.
Yep.
Gordy, or Jesse, or both?
I, James Casino, having been elected appointed to the office of supervisor, swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the state of Wisconsin. And will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of said office to the best of my ability. To help me.
I, Gordon Anderson, having been elected to the office of supervisor, swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the state of Wisconsin, and will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of said office to the best of my ability. So help me God.
Thank you.
Welcome back.
We need to set the date for next year's annual meeting, and I'm gonna double check the date for next year, because I had it wrong last year too. So the next annual meeting will be Tuesday, April 20th, 2027. And we have a town road presentation.
Is it okay if I sit in front of that other?
I know.
So these are just some details for everybody on our layout of our town. We have 83.12 miles of roads in our town, 37 and some change of native soil roads. The native soil roads are our sand barrens roads, Federal Forest Service roads. Some might argue some of them are starting to get a little more gravel than native soil with the amount of logging we've had out there. 8.9 miles of asphalt, which Eric pointed out to me was about 10%. That's a good way to put that. So we don't have a lot of asphalt in our town. And then 37 miles of gravel roads that we maintain and most of our residents actually live on. The other note that I added this year was we have over 250 culverts that we maintain in our road system. And I think there's about 3 or 4 of those on native soil roads. So most of them are on our gravel and asphalt roads because we have so much elevation drop in our township. And let's see how this works. So this is going to be my little geeky part of my presentation is the things that we consider all the time when we're working on roads is drainage, drainage, drainage. That's the basis of all road building in the world. So this is, let's see if this works. Well, maybe not. So anyway, that's a typical cross-section road we try to obtain. Nothing's ever perfect, but this is if we could have a perfect picture of a road system, this is how we want it to work. As some people that live on Romans Point, we did some pretty extensive cleaning of ditches and reshaping there last year. So that's still fairly fresh. The small cross section, where's this work? I don't know what I just did there.
Got something second.
Yeah, if I could. Here we go. Oh. Thank you. So this area right here, that's the center line of our road. And this area that says gravel surface is a hopefully a gravel surface. We have more gravel in the center of our road than we do on the edge over here, just because of monetary constraints. I mean, anybody that's driving any of the gravel roads right now, it might be drying up enough right now to venture over to the edge, but do it at your own caution because the edges are pretty soft still. So that being said, the biggest thing that we're trying to achieve is getting enough durable material to prevent that rutting during all seasons. It is getting better. It's going to take time. And there we go. That's cool. Next one. I think. So this is drainage obstructions. We have plenty of them in our town. So this is what I'm referencing by ditch cleaning and making more storage capacity for snow or these 100-year storms that have actually been happening on average every 5 years now. So we've been trying to make our town more resilient, which I believe after our last flood a couple years ago, it has shown. Some of our unseen drainage obstructions, especially on the points, are sandstone structures, buried utilities, which is also on the points because of the said sandstone. In the springtime, as the spring thaw comes, we have snow or ice that's frozen to the ditches that sometimes forces the water out into the roadway. So how we plow snow in the winter actually affects our spring thaw as well. Tree roots and silt. I mean, one thing that Cornucopia is blessed with is all this lovely water we have. We have artisanal water. We have water pumping out of this big hill in back of us. There's ditches in the village of Cornucopia. I've cleaned it 3 times already in 15 years. The silt and the sand and the constant water source is silting it in. Eventually we're going to get it, but it's taking some time. And on a side note, we're always looking for homes for excavations, especially, last year we were very fortunate. We had a few people that were looking for some excavations for some fill. We took advantage of it. We did a lot of long-term, long-standing maintenance or ditch cleaning in some areas. Romans Point would be one of them. Let's see here. So as far as big projects this coming year, and this is one that I'm very proud of because I've been working on this particular project for over 5 years. We have a DNR grant for the Siskiyou River crossing at Mountain Road. And for anybody that's lived in the town for any amount of time, that Mountain Road river crossing has been vastly undersized for years. And actually, as such, it has been a 7-foot diameter pipe, and it was undersized so much that we developed a big scour hole on the downhill side, which is basically what the DOT has remedied on Highway 13 with those big box culverts for the same reason. So DNR, through a fish migration grant of some sort, is going to pay for and do most of the install. Us being the town crew is just going to run support. Put some more gravel because of that scour hole, we're going to have to raise the pipe a little higher than we wanted to keep the capacity at what we want. So we're going to have to add a little more gravel there. But overall, this is a $220,000 project that we're basically getting for nothing. So we are, the money that has been funded, the money is released, I guess, and we're basically waiting on the structure to be built because they don't have these on the shelf. Should start in about 9 weeks. Hopefully, it will cause a 7 to 10 day closure on Mountain Road, and hopefully we can get that down. The biggest part of this process is going to be the assembling of this structure on site. And it's going to be a 21-foot aluminum box culvert, which skirts on the parameters of actually being a bridge. The other couple of big infrastructure improvements we're gonna do are, we're gonna slip line 2 culverts this year with Bayfield County is gonna be our contractor to, for all practical purposes, do the work, because they have the equipment, they have a tracked excavator. The 2 places are what, I'm not sure if this is the official term, but I've always known it as Thompson Creek on not on Mountain Road, but on Stage Road, just out here. And the other one is on Haverick Hill by Cisco Lake Road. 2 of them are very deep fill pipes. I mean, we could not reach them with our tractor backhoe. And the neat thing about these slip liners is that you're able to, slip them through the existing culvert structure and then you grout them in place. We did one down by the marina a number of years ago with Bayfield County. But what's neat about them is because the old corrugated metal pipes that are in there are rough, but when you put a slip liner in there, you don't lose the flow. You lose a little capacity for passing obstructions. But hopefully with that last flood we've had, we don't have any more upstream obstructions because they should be mostly already somewhere. But either way, both of these are 20, 25 foot below the roadway. So this is going to be huge. And then we're also going to put a longer, they're going to extend outside of the existing pipe, because back when those pipes were put in, I don't know when, money was tight. And now we can extend them out, increase the safety because they're very sheer on the edges. So these are two big infrastructure projects that people drive over and take for granted all the time. So this is going to be a huge investment for us in the future. What was the price on them? I can't remember off the top of my head, but it should be about 10 to 15,000 per pipe for this work. Then everybody's favorite topic is dust control. We budgeted it. We're gonna get 3 loads of liquid again this year. I don't know if everybody can see the map. We're not really gonna change anything here on our areas. And everybody that's been here for a while knows the areas that we use. We vary the application rates depending on the shade and the use. So some areas that are shaded more often, we found over the years that we don't have to apply the recommended amount. And this way we can cover more miles of road. If you notice, almost every one is the beginning of the road. That's where we're going to put the highest concentration on, because everybody that lives farther down the road drives over that first stretch. And throughout maintenance, maintenance being every time the road washboards or corrugates or creates an unpleasant driving experience for you, then we want to remedy that situation. So that's how we're basing these decisions on where the chloride is actually spread. And this isn't an exact science. We're basing it off of truck drivers trying to hold the truck in between 7 and 9 miles an hour, which isn't always obtainable. Page down. Just want to put a little ice cave parking. And Matt, was that 460 paid parking? Did we have that, or was it not?
around there. I don't remember.
Okay. So the ice cave parking, I just want to give you guys my experience on this. We had about 460 paid for parking. We had no traffic citations issued, no parking citations issued. And I found 2 pieces of garbage when I was taking down the signs the day after the one day it was open. 2 pieces. That's very, very impressive. And one was a water bottle and one was a sandwich bag. It was not major. And we do have a plan in place for restoration to keep Mr. Dunn happy and, calm of the parking areas. We are waiting for things to dry out a little bit more. And overall, my experience, everybody was very respectful of the town property. And, we had some busing issues that we had day number 2, were already in place. I mean, the communication chain on everything was excellent. It was fairly well thought out. I mean, especially for our small area. And I believe, Paul, you even said you were pretty happy with how everything turned out. So that's my little blurb there. Here's a little shock and awe for you guys. Same segment of road, 3 different times a year. This is stuff you guys don't see. Just gonna be my segue into why I kind of mow the brush that I know is kind of controversial around here. It's for the last picture. Oh, wrong one. It's going to be about it. This is the motto that we could live on, is proactive, not reactive. We try to be out there and take care of problems before they happen. But in that same respect, if you guys see anything, please call us, text us, email us. In this modern day world we all live in, there's no reason that we can't communicate somehow. So my number's listed, our shop's number, RD. We got RD's cell phone involved in there too now. And any questions for anybody here? Anybody have any questions on what we do or why we do it, or?
I just want to commend you guys for on that short section of B3, ditching the high side out last year. It really kept all the water off the road all spring. It's super nice job.
Good deal. That's good to hear. And that's what we're trying to do too, is if we keep the roadway or the road surface drained well, we can actually get by with less gravel. Okay, so it is a Matt being cheap type thing too. But also, nobody's getting stuck, including ourselves. So, any other questions? No? Okay.
Oh, I had a question, man.
Yeah, go for it.
Did you want to make that roadway to the ponds, town road? I've heard some talk.
Yes,
about
I
that.
had mentioned that because we end up doing most of the maintenance on there anyway.
Yes, you do.
Yes, I would love to make that a town road, and then it would,
What do we need to do about it?
I think we can figure that out. Well, obviously Matt's got to be involved, but it's not, we're not going to get rich off adding
No,
a tenth of a mile of road, but it would, every little bit helps,
Yeah.
and we have to get trucks up and down there, sanding, grading. So yeah, I think that would be, as long as Matt's agreeable with it, we're doing it already, so, yes.
Okay.
And he's referencing the roadway up to the sewer ponds. Go ahead,
Sorry,
Gordon.
one thing, man. Just from my walking experience on Siskook Falls Road, is there a long-term plan for?
Making that road wider?
No,
Oh.
just when we have to replace it, or repave it, I should say. Is there something?
I've been working at trying to get a long-term plan for getting more asphalt in this town, and that was the nice little talk about that initial data. We don't have a lot of asphalt in the town, and let alone all the asphalt that we do have is starting to age. Been a while.
It's expensive.
It is expensive. And I've been doing some, well, in current world politics aside, price of oil is not going to be any cheaper anytime soon. But down the road a ways, we do need to make a long-term plan for at least maintaining what we have. We've, got rid of some old asphalt on old 13 just so we can maintain the road. I mean, in my opinion, the road we can maintain it. It was bumpy, but I mean, Kenny, you drive that stretch more than anybody else probably, or Richard, or it used to be pavement. So it's now gravel. And then on the stretch of Siskook Falls, that is only 18 feet wide. So for us, even in the big plow trucks in the wintertime, I usually stop because I'm not going to hit somebody. I'll let somebody hit me or go in the ditch because I can usually help them. Nobody helps me. So, but that's a very narrow stretch, especially with the unforeseen development of the falls and the attraction. I mean, in my opinion, it is a highly used segment of our town road system that it's paved, but it's pretty narrow. So
It does take a fair amount of truck traffic.
yeah, it does. So to answer your question, we don't have any long-term plan as of right now. I would love to develop or get to that point. very much so. Anybody else? Okay. Thank you guys. I got another one.
All right, going into new business, we need to talk about and take a vote on purchasing some land, and I'm gonna try and pull up the map of that. I got it. So up on the screen is the Town of Bell Airport. Can everybody see that? Good enough. This is the runway. I don't know if you can even see the cursor up there, but this is the runway, and down here at the bottom is a section of land that basically the airport and the right of way on the side was built on land that the Town of Bell didn't own. So this land belongs to the Ladines, and they have agreed to sell this piece of it to the town, which this triangular piece in red is 0.92 acres. And we basically need it because we are encroaching on them by a lot already. And they've been nice enough not to get upset that we've cut their trees and did drainage and whatever else already on their land. So, but they've agreed to sell that, and the offer was for us to pay $3,000 for 0.92 acres, which is more than reasonable. It's more than fair of them for that piece of land. And on top of that, we've already paid for some stuff like this engineering and some title stuff. So to purchase this, we need the electors to approve the purchase, and then we can pay the few $100 more to get the rest of the title stuff taken care of. So right now where it's at is a vote from the electors. As long as everybody understands basically what I'm saying, I'll open it up to questions. Any questions? This is awesome.
So far.
So far. So if everybody understands that, is there a motion to approve the town board carrying out the purchase of that 0.92 acres from the Ladines? Yes.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
The motion is made and seconded. Is there any more discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say aye. There's no opposed. That was great.
That's as fair as you can get.
All right, we're gonna go to the open period for questions or comments. Do we have anything, any questions at all about this meeting, next year's meeting, anything that happened at this meeting? Anything you'd like to see on the agenda for next year? Super. Person of the year. We have a problem with this piece of the agenda. I got 0 nominations for person of the year. It's probably my fault. I failed to announce it, remind everybody to give me nominations. So I didn't want to pick anybody with no nominations. So what I think is fair is I want nominations so that next month I will actually announce that person of the year position. Does that seem fair? Yes? Okay. So anybody that has a suggestion, a nomination, please email me or tell me tonight or on the street or whatever you want to do, but before our next meeting. All right? Yes.
Matt, is there a list of past?
They're in the hall. There's the plaques out there. That's the only list that I have. So, That's all I got. If there's nothing else, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
A second.
The motion is made and seconded to adjourn. Is there any more discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say aye. There's no opposed. All right, we're gonna take a few minute break here, and then we're gonna come back and do the regular monthly board meeting. We do have cake. Whoever's gonna be the person of the year, grandly gets
I gotta be here for now. And then, I think that we can put the ladies
You'll be surprised.
We're just for the welcome sign. It was in the same port as the welcome sign presentation. I went to the PDF one for I got burnt on this one. Not sending a PDF because sometimes the PowerPoint doesn't work.
Yeah, probably wouldn't.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna call the board meeting to order at 8:07. We're gonna do roll call, so when you hear your name, say that you are here for the recording. Ken Roman. Here. Gordy Anderson. Here. Janice Olson.
Oh, here.
Matt Lozerick is here. Mary Beth Tillman's
Here.
Paul Ellers.
Here.
Jesse Casino.
Jesse is here.
Everybody is here. We've already done the Pledge of Allegiance, so we will move on to minutes of the previous board meeting. There was one correction already. Did everybody get that?
Yeah. Yes. I move we accept the minutes of the last meeting as corrected.
Oh, sorry. Motion is made and seconded to approve the minutes of the last board meeting. Is there any more discussion? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say aye. There is no opposed. The clerk's report.
We did have our election, and thank you to Janice, who was our chief inspector and headed the election. Fantastic job, along with all our inspectors. Thank you to everyone. I did resubmit the recycling grant accomplishments form, so that has been completed as well. Otherwise, everything else is good.
All right, thank you. The treasurer's report.
I know we accept the report.
I'll say it.
The motion has been made and seconded to approve the treasurer's report. Is there any more discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say aye. All opposed. Board comments?
I've got one, the Shelter for the Liberty is going to be started in around the middle of May. And we have applied for and received a line of credit at Menards, and they need name authorizations. And Matt Hipsher has volunteered to be one. I'd like to be one until the Liberty thing is done, and then I just soon get off of it. I'm not sure if we need a board action to approve those names for the authorization, but it would be then only Matt would be the only one that could charge anything at Menards. We don't want that, people going up there and charging stuff. That
Yeah.
sound like a reasonable plan?
That's fine, yeah.
Okay.
Is that all for board comments?
Does Bayfield County has been under doing a zoning proposal changes on the 29th. There will be at between 3 and 5 o'clock, a meeting in Bayfield to present what the changes will be. If you missed that one, there's one at 5:30, starting 5:30 to 7:30, same day, on Iron River. And then there'll be a makeup or a cable, the second and third meeting presented. And there's a couple of us from the Planning Commission that will go to the Bayfield meeting to see how that will affect us.
Okay. Board comments? Any correspondence? Committee reports?
The short-term rental committee met. We have 3 ready to be approved at the next time we have a meeting, and that'll bring us up to 10. We sent out 13 reminders. So the numbers are significantly down in the short-term rental. Not sure why, but we have 7 approved and operating, and then we have 3 ready to be approved. So that'll bring us to 10.
Any other committee reports? Yes.
One item, Dave McCullough made a video of the outer part of the seawall that is maintained by the Army Corps of Engineers. It looks like there's some substantial cracks out there in the concrete. And so I forwarded it to Mary Beth, will get it to Will and Dave. We're going to be meeting with the Army Corps as a journal meeting soon. So hopefully they'll bring to their attention if any maintenance has to be done to their part of the wall. It has to be, we have an agreement to do a yearly inspection every year, but it's the first time I've seen anything like that.
Thank you. Any other committee reports? Sanitary district?
Yeah, I'll keep it short and sweet. Basically, with information that the Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources has received, the sanitary district in this year is not eligible for any relief debt forgiveness. So it's a very interesting situation. So the $2.1 million that we were initially said we were eligible for is now zero. So a bunch of rich people must have moved into our township, because that's how it's figured. And then the other thing is I've been getting I got a call from Port Wayne, and somehow we are really fortunate that we got this money from Tammy Baldwin. So I'm gonna really try to figure out how we can make this work. Right now, the project is estimated at $2,419,000. So, because no one else is getting any money. And Port Wayne's in bad shape. And Herbster doesn't want anything either. So I'll keep you guys informed.
Thank you. Public comments? Yes.
Our Thursday morning coffee cart has been completed. It was a big success again this year. We had 10 dates. We had over 200 people attend the coffee cart. We deposited and utilized $177 that was donated. by the people that participated, and it will be going towards helping to resupply some of the eco-friendly compostable materials that we use for various town events. We'll hopefully continue next year again in January, February, March.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other public comments? All right, we're gonna get into old business. We have committee and commission appointments. On the Harbor Commission, I appoint Will Tillmans and Jessica Resack. On the Planning Commission, I appoint Nancy Moy and Ashley Furkis. For Parks and Lands, I appoint Richard Dunn and Doug Becker. These people are already all served, so they're being reappointed to their positions. So, if somebody would like to make a motion to approve my appointments.
I move that we approve the appointments as stated.
Second that motion.
The motion is made and seconded to approve the appointments. Is there any more discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say aye. There is no opposed. The sign committee update.
It's a much shorter little presentation.
Hold on, Matt, we'll get, move something else here.
Oh. So as everybody's aware, when Excel redid the power line, they blocked our old cornucopia sign. So they gave the town some money, and there was a committee formed through Parks and Lands. And it's been me, Natasha, Nancy Moy, and Mark Wanvig, I think Judy, or Emily. Anyway, those are the 4 people that have been at these meetings. So we're coming up with some ideas, and that's what this is going to be, as an update. First of all, the plan for the old sign is that we're going to try to salvage it, take it down, move it to the back of the green shed, or the north side, the lake side, and we've measured, and it should fit up there. Hang it on the north side facing. In my opinion, that's where it should belong, in the museum area, and then try to apply some sort of weatherproofing coating to try to preserve it as long as we can. So the new sign, we have, I don't know if you guys can see this, but basically we're going to try to replace the one sign that was centrally, and the reason why that sign was put there originally is because that's where Highway 13 went. So now Highway 13 runs along through on the edge of our town. So we're going to try to put one sign by or around the historical marker on town land, one on County C, just this side of Sisquot Falls Road, and then one west of the intersection of County C and Highway 13 in that area. We're not sure because that isn't town-owned or controlled property. And there are some, the location must be 300 feet away and not block any vision triangles for driveways or intersections. And it also has to be to the edge of the right of way. So that's going to dictate, there's still some discussion amongst the committee on the size of the sign that's going to require. And we have permission from Bayfield County, and I have the information from the DOT for making this all happen. And then this is the main new sign concept. Okay, this is not in stone. Artwork was done by Natasha, the beautiful cornucopia, and it has some fishing boats, the beach, kayaks. I mean, it really some trees, sandstone cliffs inside there. It really hits all the things people think about. So with this is that we have the cornucopia in general, we have a crisis or an identity crisis in our town because we are the town of Bell officially. But everybody talks about cornucopia. That's the reason why we have the town of Bell in there. Because once we get to meet face to face with the DOT guy, we might have to have Bell referenced in the sign somehow. So that's all I've really got. Any questions from anybody?
Is there supposed to be an apostrophe in there?
No,
The teachers say no.
Yeah.
there's no apostrophe.
There's no apostrophe.
Okay. This is just a concept, people, but that's good information.
Other than that, it's wonderful.
Okay.
I like the blue.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Nancy Moy is the head of this committee. She asked me to come up here and give a little presentation to you all. So.
Good job. All right, next up, we have the flowing well Swenson Pavilion drainage issue. Marty?
Yeah, we discussed this ongoing issue down at the well and the pavilion because of the water ponding that we get down there in the spring, and anytime we get a heavy rain, it always ponds, it doesn't drain. And we've been scratching our heads for the last few years trying to figure out what to do about it. And so we did discuss this at Parks and Lands, our last meeting, and Dave McCullough brought up some interesting news for us that he has access to a bunch of GIS maps, that I think the county does have, but it's kind of hard to wade your way through it to find the correct ones you need. But he's also got some LiDAR maps that show elevations, and it could be very beneficial to us to seek a solution to this, I think, without having to go to or to hire an engineer to figure it out. So that's kind of where it's at right now. And I think, I know Matt has offered his services to do it, to accomplish it. And we need to get it done. So that's about all I got.
Sounds good. All right, moving on. New business, we have a request to use town land for the kayak symposium in June. Greg, what's the date on that?
It's the last weekend in June, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
Like the 26th, 27th, 28th?
Did everybody get the email I forwarded?
Yeah.
Greg?
Yep.
That had the map showing
Yep.
the area they were requesting to use at the waterfront. I was gonna try and explain it to the audience, but this computer's not working at all, so as long as the board knows where it's at. Is there any discussion on that?
I think in the past it's gone real well.
Yep. The only discussion Greg and I had was there was some confusion. I think when they started this, they thought there was permission, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, to kind of keep doing the same area and the same thing. It was like an ongoing thing, but I said, we need to approve every year, and if you could provide that same kind of drawing or just where you want to do it, you know, which area you are requesting to use for your, event, so we can approve that specific location. So anytime there's a new event or a yearly event, it needs to be reapproved, so here we are approving. So, everybody got the info? Is there a motion?
I so move that we approve the request to use town land for the kayak symposium the last weekend of June.
I'll second that.
Okay, the motion is made and seconded. Is there any more discussion? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say aye. There's no opposed. All right, so more on the taking payment with QR codes. For this agenda item, we're talking about Siskiyou Lake Boat Launch and the Siskiyou Campground. Gordy?
Yeah, that was another thing we discussed at Parks and Lands. We have out at Siskiyou, we have both the campground and Siskiyou Lake. We have the campground and we have the boat launch out there, and both of them have opportunities because of requiring payment, both for the campground and for the launch, to use the new app that we use for the parking for the sea caves or the ice caves, and which worked very well. And I think it would behoove us to proceed with using that app on both of those locations out there, because it would really streamline it. And I think we'd get probably a lot better revenue stream from people either not paying or, just the ease of it. They would be more inclined to make sure that they do pay. So, because people are getting used to that. They like apps. So I would like to see that.
It seems like a good idea to move that direction.
Yeah.
Because we had already discussed expanding that to the recycle center. So my proposal for it is if you two in your respective areas could talk to Whitney about that, because she did follow up after our last meeting and ask where we were going. And I said, there's this situation going on now, and you guys were still talking about how you wanted that to look. So I think if you guys can communicate with her and they can put together a presentation for our next meeting or the one after that, or whenever you get it figured out, then we can all get that all kind of together.
Yeah, in the interest of saving time, I don't want to go into it too far, but I did talk to Whitney, and there would be no upcharge if people pay with cash. It would still record that so we get all our statistics, but only if you use the credit card or your phone would the transaction fee apply. So that was some misinformation we had last month. But yeah, we'll get them here and have them do a presentation for us at the next meeting, and I think it'll be a really good thing. And Tasha, the manager of the recycle center, is all for it.
Okay, good. So yeah, if you guys can both put together for her what your plan is and how you want that to be executed, and see if they can have that presentation for next month, and then see where that goes. Is there any more on that?
Nope.
Okay. That's all we have for the agenda, but I do need to propose we have a special meeting, I'm thinking on Thursday, because we have several items that came in too late for this meeting, but we don't want to wait another month. We have some short-term rentals that need to be approved. We have a service contract for the recycle center for it could be solid waste and recycling, or one or the other, or a combination. I don't know. There's a couple of people that would like to give us proposals for that need to be taken care of this month. And also we had a recommendation to the county for a shoreline grading permit that we missed, that we should make a decision on, so those people don't have to wait either. So who here on the board can be here Thursday?
Can be here.
Like
Yeah.
5 o'clock, 6 o'clock,
5 would be great.
5
5
o'clock?
o'clock Thursday.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that
It
tonight.
gives us enough time to, advertise it and all that good stuff legally.
Yep.
I'll get it on the website.
Yep, so we will have a special meeting Thursday at 5 o'clock. If anybody wants to come and have fun with us. Otherwise, that's all I have. Now we have public comment period number 2. Yes.
I'm Connie Symes with Wilderness Inquiry. I'm just asking a question about our update on our transient nurturing permit. That was submitted March 10th, and the check was cashed March 19th. I just haven't had an update on that.
I didn't see that.
I sent to the chair and both clerk and chair.
Okay, well then I'll look again.
Okay, Thursday then probably?
I think so, yeah.
Okay,
It should, yeah, I don't see a reason why it can't be on the agenda for Thursday.
okay. Thank
Yep.
Sorry.
Okay. Any other public comments? All right, how about a motion to adjourn?
I'll move that we adjourn.
I'll second.
All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say aye. Thank you all for coming.